Good morning. It's Miss Dolores from Baldwin Borough Public Library, and I welcome you to our first fall edition of Tiny Tales. If you had a chance, I had a sheet posted on the Facebook page. It looks like this, and it is just a follow-along sheet that you can download. It's in PDF form, and that you can download if you want to follow along. Today's theme is going to be apples. So this program is geared for children birth through age 3, but certainly everyone is welcome to join in. So we're going to start off this morning with just using our hands. So if you want to sit with your little one just on your lap or very close by, if they can't do hand motions, you can certainly assist them in doing the motions along with me. All right, are you ready? So this is called We Clap Our Hands Together. So we're just going to get our two hands and we're going to clap. Are you ready? We clap our hands together. We clap our hands together. We have clap our hands together because it's fun to do. Okay, we're going to raise them really high. Are you ready? We raise our hands together. We raise our hands together. We raise our hands together because it's fun to do. Oh, good job. All right, how about rolling them? Can we roll our hands? Are you ready? We roll our hands together. We roll our hands together. We roll our hands together because it's fun to do. Good job. All right, we're going to shake our hands. Are you ready? We shake our hands together. We shake our hands together. We shake our hands together because it's fun to do. Now we're going to hide our hands behind our back. Are you ready? We hide our hands together. Where'd they go? Here they are. We hide our hands together. Where'd they go? Here they are. We hide our hands together because it's fun to do. Good job. All right, let's clap. Ready? We clap our hands together. We clap our hands together. We clap our hands together because it's fun to do. Give yourselves a big clap. You were awesome with that. Okay, so today's theme is going to be about apples, and we're just going to do 2 short books today, geared to your child's age. And certainly any book that you have is a welcome addition to your child's ears, and definitely helps them build vocabulary, which will help with reading later on in life. So if you had a chance to tune in last week, we did 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten program. It is still not too late. Our video is still on Facebook and you're still able to view it. And if you haven't picked up a bag here at the library with a kit that contains all the items that we did in the program, you can still come to the library and get that kit. So if you are a member of 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten, don't forget to include the books we are doing today on your sheet. All right, so today's first book is called What's an Apple? And it is written by Marilyn Singer, and it is illustrated by Greg Pozzoli. So I always come a little closer to the camera so that your child can see the pictures better. All right. What's an Apple by Marilyn Singer? And here we see a lot of apples. Most of them are red, but some of them, do you know this color? Yellow. And this color? Green. So when we go to the store, you can see a lot of different colored apples when you are there with your grown-up. So what is an apple? You can pick it. You see them picking it. There's a big tree right here in the trunk of the tree. You can see them. Let's count our apples today. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can kick it. You can throw away the core. Okay, the core is the middle part. When we eat the apple, we can't eat the middle part. It's called the core. And you can see the dog jumping in the garbage can trying to get the core. You can toss it. You can sauce it. Okay, so we're going to do a little song about making something out of apples. So she's holding some applesauce. Maybe you like to eat applesauce. And you can roll it on the floor. They're being silly. They're doing bowling and rolling an apple instead of a bowling ball. So that's something you could do with an apple. You can wash it. Okay, we always wash our apples before we eat them, so we're sure they're clean. You can squash it. Oh no, do you think we should step on an apple? I don't think so. Or pretend that it's a ball. Okay, they're using it instead of a baseball. I think if you hit that, it would smash and break apart. You can drink it. Okay, this is another thing we're going to sing about. Maybe you like to drink apple juice. You can sink it. Oh, she's using it to play basketball. Give your teacher one this fall. Okay, if you have an older brother or sister, or maybe if you go to preschool, you can give your teacher an apple. You can snuggle it. So he's holding it really tight. You can juggle it. You can see those 4 apples we counted. She's juggling them in the air. Or put it in a pile. Look at all of those apples. Wow, that is a ton of apples. You can bob for it. Okay, this is a game that you can play in the fall. You just put a bunch of apples in water and you try to pick one out with your teeth. Don't sob for it. All right, he's crying because he didn't get an apple. A slice will make you smile. You can see that their smiles look like slices of apples. She has a red one and he has a green one. You can peel it. Okay, so sometimes you can take the skin off your apple. Do not steal it. Oh no, who took the apple? It looks like the cat. Use it in a relay race. Okay, they're playing a game with the apple where you pass it back and forth. Try to win. You can smell it. All right, another thing they made is an apple pie. Well, maybe you like apple pie. Caramel it. They have caramel apples. You can eat it any place. Looks like they're in space with their apples. They have their astronaut suits on. And here we are at the end, and we're back to seeing all our apples in different colors. So you can eat apples any place. So one thing we can do with apples is we can make different things from apples, which are a really cool thing about apples, especially in the fall. So we're going to do a little song with these 3 apples that you see on my board. We're going to do a little song about things that you can make from apples. And if you want to get your follow along sheet, you can follow along with our song. Okay, so one of the really cool things about apples, Miss Dolores has a really, really big Honeycrisp apple. The really cool thing about apples is you can use them to make different things. Sometimes you need to peel the skin off, and sometimes you can just leave it on. So I'm going to show you a few things that you can make from a simple apple. You can make applesauce. So maybe you like to eat applesauce for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And maybe your grown-up buys these at the store. So we're going to have that in our song. You can also make apple juice out of an apple. So maybe you like to drink some apple juice. And the last thing we're going to sing about is this is a mini apple pie. So you can make desserts, especially pies. You can make muffins. You can make donuts, all kinds of things out of apples. So we're going to sing about applesauce. We're going to sing about apple juice. And we're going to sing about apple muffins. And we're going to count our apples on the tree and take one off for everything that we are going to make. All right, let's count our apples. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, so we're going to sing 3 red apples hanging in the tree. It goes like this. 3 red apples hanging in the tree. Best looking apples I ever did see. Gonna make, do you remember what this is called? That's right, applesauce for my friends and me. 3 red apples hanging in the tree. All right, we need to take one of these apples off because we need to make some applesauce. How many apples are left? Can you count them with me? 1, 2. Can you show me 2 fingers? Good job. Ready? 2 red apples hanging in the tree. Best looking apples I ever did see. Gonna make, do you remember what this was called? You drink it? Good job. Apple juice for my friends and me. 2 red apples hanging in the tree. All right, we need to make some apple juice, so we're gonna take an apple off. How many apples are left? That's right, just one. Can you show me one finger? Good job. All right, you ready? We're gonna make some apple muffins. Here we go. 1 red apple hanging in the tree. Best looking apple I ever did see. Gonna make apple muffins, or you can say apple pies for my friends and me. 1 red apple hanging in the tree. Okay, some people call this a muffin, some people call it a pie, but we need an apple for it. All right, and then no red apples hanging in the tree. Good job. All right, let's put our apples back and count how many that we needed to make our applesauce, our apple juice, and our apple pie. Are you ready? 1, 2, and 3. Good job, my friends. All right, we're gonna do a little song about going to the farm because right now you can go to some of the farms, and even though we have to social distance, we can go and we can pick some apples. And you can pick them and you can go inside and pay for them and then take them home to eat. So we're going to do a little song called Grandpa's Farm, and we're going to have some animals that you might see on that farm. And we're going to work on what sounds the animals make. All right, our song is called Grandpa's Farm, and we're going to have 4 animals today and work on their sounds. So the first animal is, do you know what this animal is? Do you know what he is? That's right, he's a goat. All right, and he has a sound, meh. All right, are you ready? So we're gonna get our hands and we're gonna clap them for the chorus part, and then we'll say the animal. All right, you ready? We're on our way to Grandpa's farm. We're on our way on our way to Grandpa's farm. Down on Grandpa's farm there is a little gray goat. Down on Grandpa's farm there is a little gray goat. The goat, he makes a sound like this, meh. The goat, he makes a sound like this, meh. Good job. You ready to clap? We're on our way on our way to Grandpa's farm. We're on our way on our way to Grandpa's farm. Okay. This one is woolly and white. Can you guess what it is? What is this? Did you guess a sheep? Good job. Ready? Down on Grandpa's farm there is a little white sheep. Down on Grandpa's farm there is a little white sheep. The sheep, he makes a sound like this, bah. The sheep, he makes a sound like this, bah. Good job. You ready to clap? We're on our way on our way to Grandpa's farm. We're on our way on our way to Grandpa's farm. Okay, maybe you have one of these at home. Sometimes you see a dog on the farm. Do you have a dog at home? There's our dog. You ready? Down on Grandpa's farm there is a little brown dog. Down on Grandpa's farm there is a little brown dog. The dog, he makes a sound like this. What's the dog say? Roof, roof. The dog, he makes a sound like this. Roof, roof. Good job. All right, we're going to have one more. Ready? We're on our way on our way to Grandpa's farm. We're on our way on our way to Grandpa's farm. Okay, this one wakes all the farm animals up in the morning. Down on Grandpa's farm there is a big brown rooster. Down on Grandpa's farm there is a big brown rooster. The rooster, he makes a sound like this, cock-a-doodle-doo. The rooster, he makes a sound like this, cock-a-doodle-doo. Good job. We're on our way on the way to Grandpa's farm. We're on our way on the way to Grandpa's farm. Good job, my friends. Okay, the great thing about that is you can do it with stuffed animals that you have at home. You can line them up and you can work on not just their sound, but if you notice, we worked on their color too. So you could just point to it and work on the color of the animal and also the sound of the animal. And it's things that you have at home. All right, so we hope you enjoyed that. So we're going to get to our second apple book today before we say goodbye to each other. Our last story today is called Big Red Apple, and it is written by Tony Johnson. And here you see the apple, and you also see a bee, and you see a butterfly, and some flowers. So these are good kind of books. This is not a board book. This is more like an early reader, but they're really good because they have short words and they have big pictures, and you can work on pointing out objects on each page. A tree grew. Can you show your grown-up where the tree is? Where's the tree? Good job. There's the tree. And you can see it has apples on it. The tree was full of big red apples. How about we count those apples together? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 apples. Wow, that is a lot of apples. The wind came and it blew with a big, loud whisper. Okay, we're going to make a sound like the wind. Can you make this sound? Good job. It shook one big red apple down. The big red apple lay on the ground like a bright red rock. Okay, when the wind came, it blew one red apple off the tree. Then a worm came. There's the worm. Like a tiny mole, it ate a tiny hole in the big red apple. Okay, you can see the worm came along and he took a bite out of the apple. Then a bird came. There's the bird. What do you think he's gonna get? And it ate the worm with a big, loud squawk. It pecked the big red apple and then it flew off. Okay, so the bird ate the worm and then he had a couple bites out of the apple too. Then a boy came. He picked up the big red apple, thunk, and he slapped it in his hand like a juicy red baseball. All right, so now the boy has the apple. So first the worm, then the bird, now the boy. And you can see like other objects on this page, so you could ask your child, where's the turtle, where's the cat, where's the bee? Crunch, crunch, crunch. He ate the big red apple. All right, it looks like he's enjoying that apple a lot. Then he spit the seeds. The seeds fell to the ground. So it's also fun to make different sounds while you're reading to your child. They really enjoy different sounds and will probably laugh at the silliness of how you sound. Then the rain came. Its long, wet fingers patted the seeds into the dirt. All right, so the seeds that were spit out went into the ground, and then it rained, and it pushed them down underneath the ground. So when seeds are under the ground, they lay there all winter, and then the sun came. It shimmered and made the seeds warm. Oh, look. This is where the seeds are, and they're starting to grow in the springtime when the sun comes back out. So a tree grew. The tree was full of big red apples. All right, so that is sort of telling your child the life cycle of a tree in a very simplistic format. But I love this book because you can also identify so many objects in here that are really clear to them, and they can see where they are on the page and they can point them out. So another reason I love the Big Red Apple. All right, so we're going to end our story time for today. It was so awesome having you here. If you have something that shakes, either a toy or a spice jar, like a plastic spice jar, or if you have a little shaker egg, anything that makes some noise, if you could grab that right now, we're going to do our last song today. Okay, our last song is called When the Music Stops. So I have a little maraca, and you may have one from last week's 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten, or you may have a shaker egg that was in your bag, so you can use that too. All right, so we're gonna, this is called When the Music Stops. Are you ready? So we're gonna take our two hands, we're gonna clap them with our shaker in it. Ready? Clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands till the music stops. Doodly doo doo, doodly doo doo, doodly doo doo, doodly doo doo. Freeze! All right, good job. All right, you ready? We're gonna stomp our feet. Ready? Stomp your feet, stomp your feet, stomp your feet till the music stops. Doodly doo doo, doodly doo doo, doodly doo doo, doodly doo doo. Freeze! Good job. All right, now we're gonna wave goodbye. You ready? Wave goodbye, wave goodbye, wave goodbye till the music stops. Doodly doo doo, doodly doo doo, doodly doo doo, doodly doo doo. Freeze! Good job, my friends. Awesome job. All right, thank you so much for tuning into Tiny Tales. Next Tuesday at 10:30 right here on Facebook, we're doing a brand new program for preschoolers. Again, anybody can join in. It's called Big Science, Little People. So we'll be working on a little STEM project that you can do at home with supplies that you already have at home. So tune in next Tuesday for Big Science, Little People. Hope you have a great week. Bye-bye.